Hello everybody, welcome to Polygames. I'm your host Joseph, and today we will be reviewing Tom Clancy's The Division. I did a first impressions video, now it's time for the review. And if you haven't checked the first impressions video, check it out, because some things change and all that crazy stuff, and I'm going to reference it. So please, check out the first impressions, definitely will help you out with this video. So with that being said, let's review this game. The one thing I said in the first impressions is that I did not like the story that much, right? It was alright. The story pretty much is, New York has been hit with a virus. That virus has caused mass hysteria. The city is on lockdown. There's factions, gangs running the streets, people being burned alive, people beating each other. Things have gone crazy. Martial law is in effect, and it is your job, the Division, to make order and justice once again reign through the land. That type of spiel. Now, in the beginning, I didn't like the dialogue. I thought it was a little cheesy. Thought it was kind of 80s action movie-esque. But as time goes on, I actually really like the story. I like the dialogue. I love the people you meet in the game. There's factions like the cleaners who are, burning the disease at the source, which is they're burning anybody who seems sick alive. There's then people like the rioters who are just fighting to survive at any means necessary. And then there's the Rikers who are prisoners from Rikers Island. And they have now completely they're fucking things up to fuck things up. They're crazy. They are not sane people. They're very dangerous. So with that being said, you learn more about each side and the city itself by not really the story. It's actually by the collectibles you pick up, whether it be phones, files, echoes, which are like augmented reality of really just recreating a scene that happened. So with that being said, you find these collectibles and it shows you more of the story. It shows you, the other sides of these villains, whether they're doing something because they feel like it's the righteous thing to do, it's the right thing to do, or they're doing it just to do it to be an asshole. Or they're doing it just to survive. It's not like Far Cry Primal where bad guys were bad because bad. No, there's more depth and layers to these people. Now that being said too, the city itself is not one-dimensional at all. The more of these collectibles you find, you hear stories about this guy and his girlfriend. His girlfriend just got sick and he feels really in love with her. He's really attached. There's a family where the father's like, take the gun, take the kids, get to the lake house fast. Where however you do it, get out of here. There's a son who is a rioter, and he's starving, and he's just like, he's doing this to survive. He's not a bad person. He's just hungry, and he thinks he's going to die. He doesn't think he's going to make it, and he tells his father to tell his mother that he loves her, that he's going to be all right. Just lie to her. So you hear stories like that, and it hits you to your core. It's those sincere moments, those brief, sincere moments, then filled with silence as you walk the streets, that really speak to you, that hit you at a personal level. Like, you want to know what happened. You want to hope that this guy found a way out of the city. At least I did. I got that feeling. Now, with that being said, let's move on to more of the action. So overall, story, fantastic. I don't want to get too much into it because it starts spoiling some shit. But when we talk about the action in this game, balance is the first thing I think of. You got your assault rifles, light machine guns, SMGs, shotguns, pistols, just like you have in any other third-person or first-person shooter. The thing about it is, though, they're all insanely balanced. If you're going into a building, you might want to pull out an SMG or a shotgun. If you have an open type of fight, you might want a rifle or a assault rifle or light machine gun to pretty much suppress your enemies down. Each weapon has its own purpose. Each weapon does better in a certain thing than others, and then each have their weaknesses. So that's what I really like about this game and about the weapons. It's pretty great. The crafting system too is simple. You're not having all these million items drop down and you're just like, oh, which goes into what? No. If you could craft weapons in this game, you have weapon parts and tools. And then to craft clothes, you have fabric and you have electronics. And that's what makes everything work, essentially. Those are all the collectibles that you're really going to need, and I like that. Makes things simple. It's not you're not over encumbered with so much shit running through your brain, and the crafting is actually really fun. It's really beneficial. Do it definitely in the later game. You need to get that better gear to beat the enemies because they get really insanely difficult. With that being said, too, you can give your guy different talents and different specs, and you're not punished for that. You don't have to pay anything. Nothing is set in stone. You can always change it. So if you want a healing ability and a support ability, you can do that. If you want a healing ability and a tanky ability, you can do that. Or you want a support and a tank thing, you can do that. Right? If you want to turn in a grenade, BB-8 grenade that rolls around and heat sinks people and blows up people, go for it. If you want to be an instant heal and a BB-8 grenade, go for it. If you want to do a turn and whatever. Sky's the limit, guys, is what I'm trying to get at. When it comes to your talents, you're not held back. Because a lot of games like WoW had it, so you had to reset your talents using money, and that always sucked. It was always stupid that games took that idea and fucking ran with it. This game totally goes, you can do whatever you want, whenever you want, in the spur of the moment. In combat, if you want to do it, fine, do it. With that being said, too, you can complete this game whether you're by yourself, by your lonesome, or with a group of people. You can do everything with a group that you could do on your own. So if you were concerned about that, yeah, no, definitely you can have as much fun alone with it and with a group. So with that being said, we talked about crafting, we talked about weapons, we talked about the balance and all that jazz. Enemies, last thing. Enemies are not that dumb. All AI are really stupid in most video games. These, yeah, they have their dumb moments, but they will try to flank you. They will try to outgun you and press you down and move up and add that pressure to you. I've been killed so much by these AI, and it's just like, wow, you know what? They're flanking me on both ends. Holy shit, I've never experienced that in a game, and they do it effectively. With that being said, too, when you're in a group, it's not like it's the same thing. They're trying to add that pressure onto you. It gets hectic, and you need to call out things. The only thing I don't like about this game, and also it gets tactical as well when you're part of a group. You really need to pinpoint enemies to kill them. But the one thing I really want to say that I don't like is the melee system is stupid and it's garbage and it's awful. Don't ever hit someone unless they're one of the bat guys that are charging at you. Just shoot them with your gun. The melee system is trash. The last thing I want to talk about, or second to last thing, is the Dark Zone, the PvP part of the game. It also has PvE elements. Pretty much what the Dark Zone is it's Dark Souls, where, you are in a world with other people, and they can take advantage of you killing a mob of enemies by killing you and taking your stuff. So you always feel a sense of, and you could kill them as well. So you could take advantage of that situation if you were that guy. So with that being said, every item you pick up from the Dark Zone, you need to get extracted out in order to keep it. You don't get to equip that gear and go, yeah, it's mine. You really have to earn it. You got to kill that guy, go to an extraction point, shoot a flare in the air. Everybody knows you're extracting something, so they could come and kill you if they want to and take your shit. That's insane, and it sounds like a lie, and it sounds really scary, but it really just makes you play smarter. You're more reserved, you're more focused, you're more aware of the world around you, if anything else. Most people I also, meet have not killed me first thing. 9 times out of 10, I've met people and, we've just killed a group of people and we're just like, all right, we're cool? Okay, I don't want to die. I got gear, you got gear. That's cool. All right, bye-bye. And, we'll just leave each other alone, or we'll team up together, which is great because we're not in party chat, so it has, that sense of, we're using emotes to communicate with each other, which is really great. It has that DayZ type of vibe to it as well. I really, really, really like it. Now, the world map, it's beautiful. I've seen images from, this is my office, and then this is the Division, how they did it in the Division, and spot on. I went to Times Square the other week, and god damn it, it looks just like Times Square. It's insane how well they made New York feel and look. Fantastic. The only thing I have a problem with is there are pop in and out. Textures sometimes pop in and out. Looks kind of weird. People, NPCs just pop in and out of nowhere. It's really odd, and it happens more later on in the game. With that being said, though, the sound, the sights, God, it's beautiful. Guns sound like they're shooting. The music feels tense. When you're in a blizzard, it looks like you're in a blizzard. you can't see fucking anything in front of you. It's like you look at it and you're like, holy shit. The lighting and everything is just beautiful in this game. It might not be the most beautiful game in the world, but when it snows, holy shit, it's gorgeous. And seeing how many cars are just lying around in the streets and how many people are populating it, I get over the fact that textures kind of pop in and out and people kind of pop in and out of the game in front of me. It's beautiful. That being said, there are glitches in this game, and that's where the major downfall is. I've I've gone to Echoes or collected a cell phone and it doesn't count for some reason. It happened to me 4 times actually. That there was a collectible I couldn't collect for some fucking reason, and there was an area that I actually couldn't clear. I couldn't. It didn't show me everything on the map. And when it says when I mean everything shows you on the map, it means you could do encounters, you could do drug busts or weapon raids. You can hostage situations to finding viruses. There's a lot to do in this game, in this map, but the one area in particular didn't show me everything, so I had to find it myself, which was kind of bullshit. That being said, though, there is a lot to do once you beat this game, whether it's side missions, like I said, weapon busts, hostage situations. You're gonna have yourself, your hands full until the more end game content comes out, like the instance like raids from Destiny come out in like about a month, I believe. I could be wrong, but right now all the end game stuff really is in the dark zone. So you want to find a team and you want to clear out buildings in the dark zone with said team to get all that cool gear, to get that crafting stuff, to make the cool gear. So with that being said, what do I rate this game? And it's something I've been really dealing with because I really like this game, but the glitches are apparent, and I want to give it a 9 because of how much fun I'm having with it. So I'm really gonna ballpark it here, guys. If you think I'm too generous, knock it down a peg. If you think I'm too, if I think I'm too harsh, then rate it, a 9. But I'm ballparking it. I'm gonna say that this game is around an 8.5. It is a great game, but there are some issues that need fixing. And once they fix those issues, like the glitches and the pop in and outs and whatnot, this game is going to be amazing. The community, all the free stuff that they're going to give you, like the raids and the extra dark zone area in about a month or two, that's all coming for free. And I really appreciate it. And there's a shit ton of things to do once you beat the game too. So I love this game so far. I really love it so far. I really love this game. I can't wait. My brother actually got into it, so I'm gonna be making a new character to play with him. I'm really loving this game right now, guys. I give it an 8.5. It's a great, solid game. Great multiplayer experience. That being said, if you like this video and you want to hear more of my videos, please hit subscribe, like it, share it, and all that great stuff. It helps me out, shows me that you care. And if I want to hear your thoughts about The Division. I want to start a conversation, not an argument. If you hated it and you think, oh, Joseph's an asshole, I don't want to hear that stuff. I want to start a conversation with you guys, not an argument, of what you feel about this game. That's why I do this stuff, just bring, to have a talk with you guys, because I love talking about games, and I want to talk to you. So with that being said, have a great day, guys. I hope you enjoyed The Division. Comment down below. I love you. There you go. I said it. Okay, let's take this relationship to the next level. What am I thinking? Here's the ring.